So here I am, a mature woman, trying to find a way on YouTube. And it's an interesting journey. It's an incredibly frustrating, demoralizing journey because I have spent years learning. I've spent years getting qualifications. I have an age of real hard lived experience. But what I don't have is a degree in marketing. What I don't have is the kind of mind that can work out and keep up with the algorithms and all the correct terms that we are supposed to use to promote ourselves. So in my case, as a therapist. And it's tough. It's really tough because I have a lot to say. I have a lot of experience. I've got a lot that I can share to help people. Yet getting it out there is my challenge, my absolute challenge. And I'm just being really honest here. Coming out into nature is one of the ways that I decompress. It's one of the ways that I feel more grounded, more rooted, rather than being stuck up in my head. As a sensitive soul, an HSP and an empath, I can easily get stuck up in my head, thinking about this, overthinking about that. And when I'm in that place, I can then spiral down. I start feeling more anxious. I start comparing myself to others. I start losing myself again. And I've lost myself time and time again in this life. So at my mature age, so let's put it this way, I am embracing my inner crone. I have earned the title. I really have. Not just in my age, but in my, as I said earlier, my lived experience. But how do I get myself out there? This is the challenge. And if you're watching this, you may be thinking, well, it's easy. You just do this, you just do that. Or you might be thinking, overthinking, I reckon I identify with that. I can overthink and I can spiral down if I don't watch myself. Being out in nature, you might relate to that. Or you might not relate to any of this. You know, it is what it is. I'm just here talking on a Saturday morning. I'm out in the countryside enjoying walking the dogs, sitting underneath this gorgeous beech tree and just pondering, just wanting to do another video on YouTube to let people know of the benefits of being out in nature, for example, especially the sensitive souls. I work with many people who are so caught up in the societal expectations. They are so caught up in the conventional ways of doing things, expectations of others. In other words, get out there, work hard, work long hours, and earn lots of money. And the sensitive souls are falling over time and time again because their anxiety levels are rising because they're not doing what they need to do. And getting out into nature and being around the quietness of the woods, just the gentle sound of the birds singing, is invaluable for some of us to prevent us from spiraling. So if you are a sensitive person, know that you are okay. Who you are is okay. Your sensitivity is not your weakness. It becomes our weakness when we go against what we need. We push ourselves too hard. We don't allow ourselves enough time to decompress. We don't allow our nervous systems to settle, to regulate after, the working day or the weekly shop. Because even that can send us out into the outer stratosphere, if you like. So this is just me, pondering on how do I move forward with my YouTube page? How do I get my knowledge and my experience out there? How do I capture an audience? If I'm in a room with one person or a group of people, because I love running groups too, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine, because I've got that feedback, even if it's an energetic feedback from those people. I can read the room and I can sense where I need to go. When I'm talking to, in this case, I'm talking to my phone, I feel lost. So if you relate to this at all and you have sussed it all out, do feel free to put something in the comments. But I ask that they are from people who relate to things that I've said, relate to the sensitive nature. If you don't understand it, you don't understand it. So I'm curious. I'm just curious. So I'm going to post this because I haven't posted anything for a while. I'm just going to see how it goes. Just like all my other videos, just going to see how it goes. But you know what? I hope to be back. I hope to be back and talking about